Hey guys, welcome back to round 2, part 2 of the Mountain Cove Classic number 4. Idris Garcia here with James Snappy Cole.
What's up, YouTubes?
We got a nice battle here. Joey Lutz came in with a hot round after round 1, and he's being chased down by Matt Versola. Jordan Davidson.
The Crusher.
Brandon Brown. And last but not least,
The
Mr.
Kid.
Alden Harris.
The Legend.
We are on hole 10, first hole of the back 9, par 3, 315 feet straight up the hill.
Yep, this is a great sidearm hole. A little tougher backhand, but still an option. Just a little bit uphill, so it plays a little longer than 315.
Yeah, this is one you can throw pretty hard and not be afraid to go long. Just
Yeah,
if you're throwing a sidearm, avoid the branches. If you're throwing a backhand, avoid the trunk.
Yeah, you're not getting any skips, so just put it at the bottom of the basket.
Brandon going with that wide sidearm. It's fighting back. Gets a nice little bounce and roll.
Hop and roll.
Yep. So a good shot there from Brandon to get us started.
Is that a putter in his hand?
It might be. He throws so far.
Yeah.
It's flying like a putter.
Yeah, a little too much turn there.
That's putter.
I was trying it. Our cabin was the one right next to this, man. I did get some putters there, but it's harder.
So there's the tough part of the backhand. The two backhands catching the trunk.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fly right around that tree if you're throwing a backhand.
That's a little wide for Versola there. If it's gonna be that wide, it's got to be a little higher.
See what Joey can do about this. Sidearm guru.
He looks a
Little
little
low.
wide too.
Yeah, it's a little low, but he'll be all right.
More favorable skip for Joey. Joey currently holding the 1-stroke lead over Versola and Jordan. Brandon just 2 back. Nice bid from Jordan.
Well, no. Okay. Jordan's got the lead. Joey is not doing so good.
Oh, sorry, I meant overall.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In this round.
In this round, yes, Jordan with the 1-stroke lead over Matt and Brandon.
Joey's doing all right. He's holding the lead, but
He's holding the lead, yeah. I was looking at the little numbers.
2 down was not what he's looking for on the front 9.
No, for sure not. But he's
Starting
starting
the
with
back
birdie.
9 out right.
Dead center. Right on that orange tape.
A little double take on the basket there.
Ooh, Brandon a little high, but
Good catch.
it's in there. Oh!
Battle putt.
Luckily, they both stayed in.
Yeah.
I would really hate if one of them popped out. So good start there for BB and Joey with the birdie as we go into hole 11, par 3, 290 on the mound.
Yeah, this is sidearm alley. Hole 10's a sidearm, hole 11's a sidearm, and hole 12 is also pretty similar distance sidearm. So you get in here, you find a disc that works, and you should be able to score these next few holes. Brandon going with the backhand. That's got a little more skip potential than the sidearm, but he ended up crashing into the side of the hill there and leaving himself a pretty manageable putt.
Yeah, you really just want to find yourself somewhere on this hill.
That's looking a little bit, yeah, it's just a little bit wide, but it got a nice straight skip. That thing must have been really overstable because it had like no glide to the right. It just kind of fell straight down. Looks like a putter again. He's just going smash town on these 2 holes here. Really good shot for the putter.
And that'll be a bit of a...
Around 35 feet or so.
That's just circle's edge there.
Yep, that's looking good too. That's really what you want to do, just crash into that hill and leave yourself a pretty good putt. Jordan throwing a really good backhand shot. That line. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that ping disc is a Thunderbird. Could be wrong. That one looks like
he has been throwing it a lot.
It looks like it has a Prodigy stamp on it, but I could be wrong. He does throw a mixed bag.
Yeah, he throws a good bit of Prodigy for sure. Brandon with a stepper just didn't quite hold up.
He's got an interesting putter grip. It's like his finger's real loose on it.
Yeah, and Alden probably thought the wind was going to hold that one up a little bit more, and he's got a pretty spinny putt, so it cuts through a little bit more.
Just a bit too high.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And the tournament roll.
That's just... Ow.
Had that been a casual round, it would not have rolled.
Yeah, right, yeah, it would just stick right there by the bucket.
Yeah, there's that Berdogi thing you was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it looked like it just stuck to his hand. And I don't know. It was tough. But Jordan converts on the birdie. So no problems there with the maybe Prodigy, maybe Thunderbird.
With the pink round thing.
Alden makes good on his par. Joey will hopefully just end this hole for himself with a bogey, and does so.
So that's gonna put him and Jordan tied?
I think,
or is Jordan gonna take the lead?
Yeah, I think Jordan's gonna take it by one.
Got some action atop the leaderboard. All right, moving into hole 12, 300 foot, definitely a sidearm. I mean, you could throw the putter like Alden's been doing.
Yeah.
You could.
Good luck.
Yeah. This one's real tricky. That elevated bucket just makes it hard to land close and makes the putts that much harder too.
Yeah, this big fenced off area also makes it seem a lot longer than 300 feet. You just feel like you have to crank it over this big fenced area.
Yeah, because if you're short at all, if you're short at all, you're OB, so you're just gonna want to miss long. That's a good height, but it's not gonna come back for him. That tailwind is pushing it straight out.
BB looks like he's aiming pretty high there.
Nice high shot. Yep, that's what you got to do. You got to flirt with the OB a little bit, but
yeah, good shot. And I mean, you know, still a little bit long. I mean, it's just so easy to do.
Yeah, anything more than a 20-footer on this basket is not a gimme.
Then Alden puts the putter in the bag and goes sidearm, and he really flirts with that fence line.
That's what you got to do, man. That's a great shot, right where it needed to be.
Yep, well deserving of the replay here for sure. I mean, this is
right over the corner of the fence.
Textbook. What you want to do on this hole?
Yep, I'd take that putt.
All day. Oh!
Is it going to skip off the pavement? Give him a flare.
Oh. And he will be
That's out of bounds.
Joey going sidearm over the top as well, and he trickles a little bit far left. That's a tough one coming back on that elevated basket like you were talking about. So Jordan looks like he's laying up. And we'll just avoid any further trouble. And I guess it must be inbounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were several changes this year.
They must have made it pavement only or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So
might have got away with misplaying that hole.
Maybe just doesn't give it the height.
If this was the PDGA or the PGA, somebody would call in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, after the fact. Yeah.
Stroke him.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we can't do that.
Yeah.
Alden with the lone birdie. And yeah, I mean, like I said, there were several changes this year, and that may very well be.
I'm not 100% on the rules on this hole,
may
but
very well be in bounds.
I know it was.
And
out
probably
of bounds.
was.
It was out of bounds last year. I know that.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to assume that when you're in a fence line, they definitely probably double checked and triple checked the sign, the caddy book, and everything.
There was probably a discussion about that we didn't see.
So Versola picks up the par.
And once you come down to a group decision, ultimately that's what goes.
Yep. Yeah. So Alden gets the lone birdie there. Moving into one of the more fun holes on the course.
The bag emptier.
Yeah. Too bad you can't do that in a sanctioned round.
Although you may want to.
Yep. Your first shot's not good.
Probably not.
Can I throw again? Sure.
This one's so far down the hill, and with the amount of wind we have today, it's almost impossible to gauge what's going to happen.
Yeah, this one you just want to hang out there to the right and let it fall towards the bucket.
Yeah, I get that long, nice fade. That's looking very tight. Super left. It didn't look like a driver, though. It kind of looked like a mid-range. Maybe he was trying to flip it up and go straight. I don't.
Yeah, and it's easy to end up right up that hill. Yep, and he makes the same mistake. Just
it's hard to leave it out that wide. It
Yeah.
feels like it's going to be too wide because it's so far down the hill, but just got to trust that 100 feet wide of the basket is going to get you there.
Yeah, BB goes inside as well. But he'll have a little bit more of a manageable putt there. From those flags, it looks like the wind's actually pushing towards the hill as well. So that may have something to do with it. Versola
That's
making
closer,
sure.
but still just a little bit too tight.
Joey rounding
like
us
he's
out.
running up straight there. Got to play it wide enough. That's the line you're looking for if it's got.
Yeah, it looks like the wind's pushing it.
Yeah.
But
that's
it.
Close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and that putt from up there is so tricky.
Oh. I'm just expecting all of his to go in now. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. And playing that putt from up there, you kind of want to do the same thing that you do on the drive. Just hang it out wide and let gravity do its thing and pull the disc back towards the basket, just like Versola's doing.
Oh, you got a nice big skip off the top of the basket.
Yeah, I always love that.
Come on, somebody do it. It's so pretty.
Maybe with the downhill stepper. That's bold.
Yeah.
And it pays off.
It's hard not to lift up when you do that.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay on that downhill plane and smoothly push it in there.
Yeah, great putt.
Oh, top bottom, no good.
Double donker.
Oh.
Yeah, that one hurts. Definitely don't want to see that. Joey just...
Yes, sir. That one stays in.
Yeah, good par putt. Versola keeping it clean and steady here on the back nine. All pars so far.
We'll see if the Crusher can do something with this long hole coming up.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this card on this next hole.
Because he throws so far.
Yeah, Jordan can kill it.
I've got close to 3
Alden
in
crushes
practice,
it.
but with this road and everything, it's just...
It's honestly a risky play to go for.
It's like a distance competition, like, to get the 3. You have to smash it as hard as you can. Yeah. 900-foot par 5. And if that wasn't concrete in the middle, I feel like it'd be a lot easier. Because you wouldn't get that crazy skip out of the middle.
Yeah, and because it's a runway, the sides are a little bit slanted.
Yeah,
so if you hit the...
If you're right on the edge, it's a terrible footing.
Yeah. So it looks like this one you're able to go off on the side too.
He's just going to skip it off the middle.
Yep.
On purpose. That's pretty short. Looks like he didn't really go for much. He's just playing it for a 4, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and the wind's whipping. Alden keeping it low. Good play.
Yeah, okay. The wind was extreme. Really, really bad headwind right here. So that's why you're seeing these guys throw such short shots. It was like, if you put any kind of power on it, it's probably just going to flip over that fence.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Jordan tried, and there it goes.
Yeah, and that's OB there to the right.
I mean,
there's also a fence to the left.
It was probably a good 20-mile-an-hour constant wind all day.
Yeah, and Versola going with Alden's play and keeping it low. Just avoiding.
Sometimes that's all you can do to get through the wind.
And these guys, again, these guys all throw pretty far, so even keeping it low, they get enough distance.
Catch that glide. Come back now. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the wind doesn't kill it over there when he's hanging out to the right.
Looking for that sidearm second shot.
Yep. Yep, and that definitely plays for it. BB again, just keeping it nice and easy.
Skip it off the concrete. Stay out of the OB.
Yep, sticking to the game plan.
Yeah, I mean, almost no one is going to 3 this hole, so why not just go for the easiest 4 you can get?
Yeah, Versola a little too low, but gets a nice favorable skip, and he'll have a good shot at 4.
Let's see if he can get up and down. The Crusher. Oh, no. Is it going to turn? Wow. It did turn. That thing had so much.
Yeah. It was late too. It took a second. That's funny. That's knowing your disc.
Yep. Commitment. Look out, Colton. Here it comes.
Joey, no.
Oh man, that's right on the edge.
I'm not seeing the OB graphic.
Yeah, so
I'm thinking it's
gotta be good. That's using the whole fairway.
Yeah, that was a tough skip. Alden ripping on it. Needs to get down.
He's hooking up.
Yep.
That'll be a jumper for a 3.
And his heart probably rests a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit quick for a second.
Oh no, that thing is going dead straight. What? Well, that was...
Yeah, that's tough. I guess after staying on the runway, you got
2 short committed shots, and then that happening.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, right there, that third shot into this green, you're trying to think like, okay, am I going to skip it off the grass and then let that hit the concrete and then slide to the basket, or am I going to try to like just hit the concrete first? Like,
and it looks like they're discussing Joey's shot. And it looks like it's barely... No, it's OB. They gave him the graphic now.
Yeah.
Looks like it snuck just past that bottom...
The camera angle was
bottom wire.
Tricky. Made it look like it was good.
So Joey will be playing his shot from out of bounds, or bringing it in from out of bounds.
Wow.
And a great up
that
shot.
was a really... That was a veteran move, playing that skip like that on the concrete. Like... He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, and I think, as you were talking about the skips off the concrete,
it's
you
so
can
hard
get
to
tricked.
predict.
Well, you can get tricked into thinking that it's going to skip far, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just the way this
if you come in
shapes
steep,
or what. But
yeah, if you come in with a steep hyzer, it kind of jumps up and doesn't skip much. But if it comes in really flat, that's when you get those big flares.
So you definitely, you know, you're able to commit to throwing something onto the concrete, and it's scary, but you can do it.
You know, like right here, is it gonna jump? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to go with like a softer disc so it like, wouldn't skip.
Versola trying to spin it up there and just keeps a little bit to the right, and he will have to settle for par most likely.
Get up.
Oh, that's one of those that could have bounced in after hitting the top of the cage. It stays out.
There's a video on YouTube of Dave Feldberg skipping off the top of the basket, and then it flies into the back afterwards on a headwind putt.
I've seen that. He runs around a little bit.
Yeah,
that's pretty fun.
Like Zoidberg or the Freakazoid.
Yeah. The bogey will save the bogey. Joey with the par even after going OB, so fortunate there. As Alden picking up the birdie. Be the lone birdie, as Jordan also taking the bogey.
Yep, that's a good birdie. Getting the 4 there, and that much wind is not an easy thing to do.
No, and only getting a bogey after going out of bounds for some of these guys too.
We got Brian Sales and JJ Coleman over there to the side, kicking it in our cabin. And today on hole 15, the wind was blowing like super hard left to right. So you want to throw a sidearm. It's a really good sidearm shape, but it was just like taking it away from the basket.
Yeah, I think this one was pretty tough to go for today.
It was playing super tough.
I personally just played it for a 3. I decided not to go for it.
I have this wonderful eagle that's super beat up, so I just threw it straight at the basket, and it went straight to the basket, but I didn't make my putt. 3 is like a birdie in these conditions on this hole.
Yeah, so you can see these guys are just getting lifted straight into those branches by the wind. It's just so tough.
Yeah, wind experience was all this tournament was about.
Yeah. Great shot from Brandon.
Now
doesn't even matter where that ends up. I mean, that's just
the wind is
so
pulling
good.
it, man. Like, there's no way for it to sit nicely by the basket with that much wind going left to right.
Yeah, and he'll have the only putt at it so far. Jordan
That was nice. Got a good flip. Will it sit?
Going all the way wide.
Yeah.
Great shot from Jordan.
He had to do a little course maintenance to get it to stop.
Yep. Joey pulled upshot. Just
it looks like he was lining up that turnover and just came out a little too straight at the target.
Alden needs to sit.
The wind should help it sit, but that's just a little too much energy.
Yeah, just hung up there. Just kept floating along the pin and goes down that hill. It's pretty easy to do. It's not very far behind the basket where it drops off.
So smooth.
Yeah. And just throw it in.
Oh. Perfect distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess 308 too. That's what those are great for. Just fighting that wind and grabbing the grass once it gets to the ground. Yeah, unfortunate bogey for Joey. But BB didn't look like he was running his putt super hard either, actually.
Oh, just one chain. Good birdie.
Yeah, great birdie.
Probably like 1 of 5 or less.
Yeah, there probably weren't many. Low ceiling, the hill, the wind. I mean, it's just... He played a lot tougher this year for sure.
T-pad was a lot better.
That's true. That is
a lot better than last year, but they made it longer and harder to make up for it.
Yeah, hole 16.
The longest 450-foot hole in the world.
Yeah, it's a... I would call it more of a tweener.
I think it's like 520.
It's super tough to reach, but you should be taking your 3 on it.
Yeah, nothing in the way.
Yeah, you basically want to keep it on the low side on the left there to make sure that you're able to carry a little bit further.
If anybody can birdie it, it's this guy.
That's true.
And he did not play a turnover at all. If he gets there, it'd be disgusting. No. He threw it like it was 450. Yeah. He can throw a 450-foot hyzer with a rock probably. So he's like, oh, 450.
Sure.
I'm telling you, this hole's 600 feet.
Versola giving it some oomph, but doesn't quite get the turn. He stays up on that high side.
I did a full out like distance contest run up and everything. Threw it as hard as I could, and I was still 50 short.
Yeah, this is a super tough hole to reach.
Come on.
Oh, he's going 360.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Come on. And he got a good pull.
Yeah.
Good, but it's just not.
Oh, just carrying too far. Yeah. Could have flexed out a little sooner. I would have liked to have seen
dog.
Wow.
He got the distance.
Yeah, he did. That was a really nice pull. I actually saw Alden throwing 360 a couple times.
You know, Paul and Beth used to do that, and Simon did it quite a bit.
Joey needs to come back.
Oh, no. That's all right.
Good kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to grab it.
Is that fence OB over there? Yeah, that would have been unfortunate. That fence
it
is
looked
OB.
like he was going to be, yeah. But instead, he's going to throw it in.
That would have been a good birdie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're just running
These guys just forget. I mean, it's in a bowl, so I guess you're not going to skip very far. Might as well be with the long stepper. It'll end up right there by the basket.
Come on.
That would have been another
it looked
fun
like it was
highlight.
Watching mine was so short.
Yeah. Nice long look from Jordan there.
And if he would have actually tried, he could have got there. He just threw this little chip hyzer.
Right. Yeah, so heading to the last 2 holes. There are 4 guys within just 1 stroke of each other, and Alden's just 3 back of the current leader, so.
Little did they know that Snappy was making his putts in the wind on the card behind him. I thought, you know, that I played an okay round, but I didn't think that it was going to be as good as it was.
Yeah, the conditions definitely made okay rounds good and good rounds great. So we'll take the par frame here. No shame in that. Definitely.
No, I don't
definitely
think
how it should
everybody
be on
on
this
my
hole,
card
really.
parted.
So Jordan's still with the hot round so far. As we head into hole 17, 300 feet. Just got to keep it straight and get just over this little hump.
Who's that? Jeff King on the left side. I couldn't tell who that was to the right.
You got OB on the left side there with the pavement, and natural OB there on the right with some thick rough.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Just a nice straight fairway driver shot.
Yeah, you want to push that right side a little bit like Jordan does and hyzer back towards the basket.
That'll do.
Just not even mess with that left side.
See if Versola can snag his first birdie of the 9 here. He's leaving a little short.
Yeah, a little short, but, you know, I'll look at it.
He's still doing all right for not having a birdie this 9.
Yeah, you know, that was, again, with the conditions, you just stay steady.
He is also the only one without a bogey.
Exactly, yeah, just stay steady and see how it shakes out. I mean, if just keep yourself in it, and
I think they may have made this one a little longer than it was before too. Like Maybe it's
Yeah.
a little longer than 300 feet. Maybe like 330.
Yeah, Joey with the good play of putting it high to make sure he gets over that little crest of a hill. Once you hit that downslope, you're filtering right towards the basket. Good look from Alden, just a little low.
Oh, nearly collecting his first birdie of the 9.
Brandon is going to go step putt. Yes, sir. And that's, yeah, he left it high that time. He pulled it.
Yeah, got a little lift out of that one. He managed not to lift on the downhill one, though.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Joey.
Joe having a tough round. Not quite himself, but still hanging in at 12 down. Keeping himself in position.
Somebody making the pro putt there.
Yeah, good birdie. Good birdie from Jordan. A great round from Jordan so far.
Yeah, he's pulling ahead a little bit now. With 1 hole left, it's going to be tough for anybody to catch him on this card.
Yep, everybody else cleaning up their pars. Nice mountainous scenery in the background there.
This hole is awesome. That's a really tough shot. Super huge anti-flex that doesn't flex until the very end. I don't see a sidearm getting there. It's got to be a righty backhand that turns over and then flexes. It's crazy. You have to throw it so high and so much anhyzer.
Yeah.
It's a cool shape, though. I really like this hole.
Yeah, it is cool, and again, rough to the right and left, and then there's some guardian trees right there in the middle. So you got to make sure you get it just wide enough and high enough. Everybody dapping up here, ending the round. Fun to watch these guys crush. Jordan doesn't get it high enough, I don't
Looks like
think.
he threw a mid-range, dude. So it might have been high enough.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's just got so much power that, like, I can't even tell what his disc is going to do. Like, I'm not used to seeing somebody throw it that hard. Go.
Yeah.
Turn. And it's fading a little early.
Yeah.
But you got to get it up super high like that and then just turn for days.
It's so tough to convince yourself to throw it that high and with that much angle enough to
Yeah, I'm like,
hold.
I'm throwing one of my flippier discs and then also putting ante on it too
Yeah.
because I'm throwing it so high.
Yeah, Brandon fades out a little bit early as well. But he'll have a
That'll be one of
long
his
bid.
steppers.
Long bid. Alden also has a good bit of power.
That's looking good if it stays over. Oh yeah, now flex. Just a little bit too far right, which is like hard to do even.
Yeah. Yeah, all these guys pretty much making the gap though, which is priority number 1. A good angle from Joey.
Right down the center of the fairway.
Yeah, great angle from Joey. As it flexes just at the right time and you'll have a good look.
Yeah, about 35 feet.
Another just nice touch flick up shot from Versola. Just throwing darts. And he should finish out with all pars on the back 9, which ordinarily would be tough, but today's not a bad play.
No.
Maybe drawing metal.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah, I think
All
Joey's
right.
probably ready to wrap this one up and get ready to attack the permanent course again in round 3.
Right on the pole. Just lacking a couple feet in height.
So it looks like we'll finish with a par frame. That's a tough 2. That's definitely
Yes.
a bonus birdie.
Matt Lack and myself both had putts, and we were inside the circle and we both missed it.
So on this card, we've got Jordan leading the way at 7 down, Brandon at 5 under, Versola at 4, Alden at 3, and then Joey at 1. And Jordan is at 14 total with Brandon, Versola, and Joey at 12, and Alden at 10.
I mean, that speaks to Joey's first round, dude. That
was,
11 down was
yeah.
huge. Lost by 6 strokes and is only down 2.
Yeah,
to Jordan.
Exactly. But it looks like
old
we got a couple.
Dog
Yeah,
making putts on that second card, getting up to a tie with Jordan for the lead. And
Matlack jumping up here as well with Austin Lytle.
Austin Lytle, man. Stay tuned for round 3 coverage.